Today, I'm talking about Eye and Vision formula. And actually, it's a formula that we had in the past and that we've brought back in a better, improved way with more effective ingredients. Eye and Vision formula. Now, this is a product that was developed by my father over a number of years, and it was one of our great selling products when we had it on the old version. And now that we've improved it, we have great expectations because it is a superb Eye and Vision formula. Now, one thing that makes the Eye and Vision formula kind of unique and special is it's a synergistic formula. And what that really means is that it only has about 10 basic ingredients. Some formulas available have 20 or 30 ingredients. We call those shotgun formulas. We definitely don't have a shotgun formula, but we do have it's a comprehensive formula, and each of the ingredients is a little different and provides different benefits. And so it is extremely well thought through, and it's not designed to sort of give you one type of benefit or one type of ingredient or even just two, but each of the basically 10 ingredients provides a slightly different benefit. So the first ingredient I want to discuss in the Eye and Vision formula is the bilberry fruit extract. Now, bilberry you'll find in almost every Eye and Vision formula out there, but we have a very special bilberry fruit extract. It is standardized to 25% or greater anthocyanidins and proanthocyanidins. And these are super antioxidant plant ingredients. They're found in other plants as well, but the bilberry is extremely well proven for the eyes. These pigments, these antioxidant pigments, these anthocyanidins and proanthocyanidins really help blood flow, and they really work on strengthening the capillaries throughout the body, but especially in the eye. Also, by strengthening those blood vessels, you reduce permeability, which is essentially leakage, which can happen due to injury, aging, or anything that weakens the capillaries in the eyes. Also, bilberry extracts, either alone or in association with beta-carotene and vitamin E, when administered to healthy subjects or to patients with visual disorders, induced a high number of subjects a significant improvement in night vision, quicker adaptation to darkness, and faster restoration of visual acuity following exposure to a flash of bright light. So that's just a little summary of some of the studies. Now, bilberry extract also helps recover reduced visual function in eyesight due to overuse of eyes. So eye strain, and who doesn't have some eye strain these days on all our computers and our devices? We're holding phones and tablets and computers, 10 to 14 inches away from our faces most of the time. Studies show improved subjective symptoms in vision, such as diminished eyesight, ocular fatigue with computer operators especially, office workers, students, and even things like sparks, these little, probably these little flashes or these little things that move across the field of vision. So this is a really proven ingredient, and we get the best that we can. It's very highly standardized and high potency extract, as well as we essentially double it up. Many eye products have about 120 milligrams. We have 240 milligrams per serving, and a serving is a mere 2 capsules. So you can always take more, but our serving contains a very strong high dosage of bilberry extract. Now, the second ingredient I want to talk about in the Health Products Distributors Eye and Vision formula is Eyebright Extract. Now, Eyebright Extract has been widely used for centuries, but if you go to the health food store, for example, you're not necessarily going to see this in all the eye products. Bilberry is going to, what I talked about before, is going to be in most of them or many of them. But Eyebright's something a little special to our product. We put the Eyebright extract in because it has been proven beneficial for many different eye problems, including ophthalmia, blepharitis, conjunctivitis, cataracts, styes, weeping eyes, and even bloodshot or strained eyes. Eyebright alone offers a host of benefits across the spectrum in terms of like actual physical eye problems, and that's probably why it's called Eyebright, because it's just been known for this. But for some reason, it's just not all that common in, say, a capsule form. We put a full 300 milligrams of Eyebright in there. So, we already talked about the bilberry and how the bilberry is going to help that faster night vision, under low light conditions. It's going to help with eye strain. It's going to help with any type of like flashing. It's going to help with blue light. It's going to help with like all these different functions. Now, the Eyebright just adds an entirely different layer. And you're talking about an herbal product, an herbal substance, an herb that really is just good for the eyes overall for almost any condition you can even imagine. So it's anti-inflammatory. It's also known to contain vitamins A, B, C, and E. The B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin E, that have nourishing properties. It also contains a number of minerals, the herb itself does, including zinc, copper, and selenium. And so these minerals help make it effective in keeping the lens and the retina healthy. It's a really, really important ingredient in terms of how it helps the product work. And as I said before, it's a systemic approach. So the next ingredient I'm going to talk about is the amino acid taurine. There are 400 milligrams of taurine in Eye and Vision formula. Now, 400 milligrams is really a therapeutic dose, and not just for the eyes, but for the entire body. But it turns out that taurine is the most abundant amino acid in the retina of the eye, and not just in humans, but in all species that have been studied. So the eye holds concentrated taurine. And so that should tell you that taurine is probably very important to eye function, and not everybody probably gets enough of it. They have done studies on cats, and if a cat does not get enough taurine, it can become blind. Many of the people who have various eye problems, for example, in retinitis pigmentosa, there are abnormally low blood levels of taurine. And an abnormally low blood level will result in an abnormally low eye level. Taurine actually protects the entire body. It's a sulfur-containing amino acid, so it's going to have effects on the liver. It's going to have effects on probably the cardiovascular system and the heart. It's because sulfur-containing amino acids like taurine, like methionine, are really, really important as a precursor to, say, glutathione, which is the primary antioxidant in the body. So this is why sulfur-containing foods like garlic or broccoli are really important, because your body's going to get that sulfur. But in this case, we can provide a sulfur-containing amino acid that your body can intake easily and can go wherever it needs to go, including the eye, especially the eye. When you have normal levels of taurine in the eye, you're going to have more normal eye function. This is why we include taurine, which you'll find in some eye products, but not in all. And this is something that's been very well thought through by my father, Dr. Hank Liers, in designing the Health Products Distributors Eye and Vision formula. So the next ingredient I want to talk about in the Health Products Distributors Eye and Vision formula are lutein and zeaxanthin, and I'm kind of covering them together. They're actually two different ingredients that are put in separately, but they're of a piece because they're both derived from marigold flowers, and they're both plant pigments in the carotenoid family, and they are really kind of closely related to each other, and they both predominantly are found in the macula of the eye. Now, you will see around in health food stores and online, you will see a lot of different products with lutein and zeaxanthin. And why? Because they work. They're proven. So we have a lot of specialty items like the taurine in our Eye and Vision formula, and the Eyebright. But now we're layering in the obvious, which is the lutein and zeaxanthin, at least if you go by the science behind it. Now, numerous peer-reviewed studies link important eye health benefits with lutein. I'll discuss lutein first. As an antioxidant that reduces the likelihood of age-related macular degeneration and other serious eye conditions. Lutein's benefits for eye and skin health are based in part on its antioxidant properties that provide protective effects against blue light specifically. So most people have probably heard about the ill effects of blue light. Blue light is basically found in daylight, but it's also found in computer screens, phones, tablets, and most digital devices, as well as artificial lighting like fluorescent lighting in homes. And the short version of the story is that we're exposed to way too much blue light compared to what we would be exposed to in nature or historically. When the sun goes down, historically people would have fires or flashlights or some of those old incandescent bulbs which don't have as much blue light as modern devices. People nowadays wear special glasses to block blue light, or they get UV coatings on their eyeglasses, like I have, that block blue light. Now, you need some blue light in the day. Obviously, it's what wakes us up and keeps us going, but you don't want to be up all night because you have your artificial light with blue light in it, telling your body and your brain that, hey, it's daytime. Having a herbal product like lutein that protects against the harmful effects of blue light and filters it out is something that's really going to be beneficial in an Eye and Vision formula, and hence it's in our Eye and Vision formula. So lutein is present in the macula and the lens. It's also, believe it or not, found in the skin, and it filters high energy blue wavelengths of visible light from both natural sunlight and indoor light, which I said. And so it's actually working in your eye to filter out some of that blue light that would otherwise go in there and wake your brain up and keep you up all night. And I don't know, it's not good, especially in the doses that we get it for. You can actually program your computer these days to have blue light filters on them, or have something in the evening where it switches over to an evening mode. And it reduces the blue light, gives it a warmer glow, but it's not going to stop all of it. So hence the need for an eye product, which is going to have some lutein in it. Now I'm going to move on to zeaxanthin. Now there were 10 milligrams of lutein per serving, which is 2 capsules. Now for the zeaxanthin, the dose per serving is 2 milligrams. You need less of it. It turns out that zeaxanthin is focused in the center of the macula of the eye, whereas lutein is focused and concentrated on the outside. So by having both lutein and zeaxanthin, by taking both, you're covering your entire macula. You're getting the zeaxanthin that's going into the center of the macula, and then you're loading up the lutein on the outsides, so you have complete protection. You wouldn't want to have one without the other. Now, scientific evidence shows that zeaxanthin is a strong antioxidant. It's also a carotenoid antioxidant plant substance like lutein. And it's very important, like lutein, in preventing or stabilizing eye diseases like macular degeneration. So in fact, the macula pigment, the pigment that's in the macula, is primarily composed of lutein and zeaxanthin. So that's pretty much the pigment, that's what it's composed of. So historically, you'd be getting these lutein and zeaxanthin from your diet, from leafy green vegetables, probably eggs, because the chickens will get the these plant substances from the plants that they eat, but we are able to actually give you the concentrated source directly from the marigold flowers. Now, zeaxanthin similarly protects the retina from damage due to light exposure and oxidative stress. So that's oxidation from oxidants, which is why these are antioxidant plant substances, and life is full of oxidation, and from the air we breathe and the substances that we are exposed to, and life itself is oxidative. So we need antioxidants to fight that oxidation. Now, when you have high macular pigment density, which is lutein and zeaxanthin make up most of the pigment, then that helps retain visual sensitivity as we age. So, as we get older, we lose some of this ability to detect subtle changes, and the eyesight is just not as good. But by maintaining high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, we keep that density of the pigments in the macula where they were when we were young, and that helps preserve the visual function. So that covers lutein and zeaxanthin, very, very important antioxidants, pigments from marigold flowers that really make up our macula. And so we could not have a truly well-rounded, balanced, synergistic eye and vision formula without these two substances. Now, the next ingredient I want to talk about is an ingredient you probably will not find in any eye or vision formula anywhere, and that is what we call the standardized fruit blend, or SFB. This is actually a product we get from another company as a powder, and we incorporate it into our eye and vision capsules. Now, it's 150 milligrams, which is actually a fairly solid amount. And what this standardized fruit blend is, it's a high antioxidant powder that includes extracts of grape, cranberry, pomegranate, blueberry, apple, blackberry, bilberry, raspberry, and strawberry. So it's really mostly a berry blend, but it has grape and pomegranate and apple. But think about it, strawberry and raspberry and bilberry and blueberry and cranberry. What do people often take for eye health, right? People say eat blueberries, and we have the Bilberry Extract already in this product as a separate ingredient. But what concentrating these multiple fruits is in the form of a powder that's much of which is extracts, gives a super antioxidant capability. The standardized fruit blend really protects the delicate eye tissues both from aging and degenerative oxidative processes, oxidation, as well as preserving the functional capabilities of healthy eyes by minimizing the harmful effects related to unchecked free radical activity in the eye and actually throughout the entire human body. Where we put it in here specifically for the eyes, but at 150 milligrams, there's going to be spillover effects. The antioxidant capabilities, the free radical quenching powers of the fruits of this fruit blend cannot be confined to the eyes. It's going to help the entire body. This is just a good shot of antioxidant fruits and fruit extracts that really makes the product extra special and more of an antioxidant formula than most eye and vision formulas available. Now I want to talk about grape extract. We have an ingredient known as VinCare, which is another subformula, if you will. It's just whole grape extract. So why would we put whole grape extract in an eye and vision formula? I can tell you will not find this whole grape extract in your typical eye and vision formula. We use VinCare and whole grape extract in a bunch of our products, including our well-known antioxidant formula, vitamin C formula, Pro-C. But in this product, in the Eye and Vision product, it's a very specific reason we put the whole grape extract in, and that is because they contain oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs, which are collagen strengtheners. So what are the blood vessels in the eye made from? Collagen. What is the eye itself made from? There's collagen fibers throughout the eye. That's what makes it so strong and flexible. The eye is an amazing organ, and it's mostly collagen. The grape extract it really basically contains highly bioavailable bioflavonoid complexes that research studies have shown to have powerful antioxidant capabilities. So the two together really make up what whole grape extract is able to do. So going back to the whole nature of collagen, the OPCs, these bioflavonoid complexes, actually can cross-link the collagen. So you don't want weak or loose collagen, you want strong collagen. You want the collagen fibers to intermesh and hold. And that way you're not going to be breaking down or leaking, whether it's a collagen-based capillary or whether it's a collagen fiber in the eye. You know, young eyes are super strong with great integrity. As we get older, the tendency is through, oxidative processes, the collagen begins to break down. When you have something like a grapeseed extract that's providing the bioflavonoids and the collagen cross-linking power to create and sustain and maintain this great collagen tensile strength in your collagen fibers, it means your eye will simply be healthier. Your eye will be essentially younger. It will operate as if it were at a earlier stage of its existence where it hadn't been hit with so many free radicals, hadn't been hit with any capillary damage, and it hadn't been subjected to so much sugar. The grape extract, it just seems so simple to us, and it's so obvious as a powerful bioflavonoid with powerful antioxidant capabilities, and most importantly, this ability to strengthen collagen fibers, which is what the eye is basically made from. It's going to protect against tissue degradation, tissue oxidation, and collagen damage. And so, why wouldn't you want to include that in Eye and Vision formula? Now, the next ingredient I'd like to talk about is Alpha-Lipoic Acid. We add 100 milligrams of Alpha-Lipoic Acid. Now, Alpha-Lipoic Acid is a very powerful antioxidant, but it has a couple of characteristics that make it extremely special. First of all, it's small, meaning it can fit into all tiny little compartments. It can get into cells and go in places that larger antioxidants can't. So there's huge advantages to that, especially in the eye, right? There's lots of little places to go in the eye. The second unique thing is that it is not only a water-soluble antioxidant, like vitamin C, it's a fat-soluble antioxidant, like vitamin E. So it's this squirrely little thing that, like what else is both water-soluble and fat-soluble in the antioxidant world? This is a very unique ingredient that can do things that other antioxidants can't, and is very versatile. And in fact, it's not only is it a powerful antioxidant, but it can actually raise glutathione levels in the body up to 30%. Just due to the way it works and its nature, it boosts glutathione, which is sort of a little roundabout way of saying it's going to be increasing the major antioxidant in the body that's good for the entire body, including the eyes. Alpha-Lipoic Acid also has many benefits in the body that are specific to the eyes. Eye conditions that it is known to help include glaucoma, cataracts, and diabetic retinopathy. In glaucoma, the eye disease glaucoma, alpha-lipoic acid has been proven to help improve visual acuity and color perception. And in addition, it has strong neuroprotective properties, which is why it is recommended for glaucoma. So those are just, I wanted to talk about the fact that alpha-lipoic acid actually is used for specific eye conditions. And in our product, it's not necessarily has to be taken for any particular condition, but the fact is that due to its nature, it's the fact that it's small and that it's water soluble and fat soluble and it has these unique characteristics. These are some of the reasons why it is used for specific eye conditions. But it can do other things for the eyes, like it's known to help prevent cataract formation. It can help nerve degeneration, which can be related to the eye, and it can even protect from radiation injury. So you see that it's both eye specific and body general, if you will. It's going to help the entire body, but it's going to have some unique and special characteristics that are going to be able to provide very specific benefits to the eyes. And at 100 milligrams, this is not a small amount. Now I want to talk about another couple of ingredients that round out the product, and these are the minerals zinc and selenium. Now, a lot of eye and vision formulas won't have any minerals in them, and maybe they just assume you get your minerals somewhere else. But to be complete, we decided to put in these minerals, zinc and selenium. So the form of zinc we have, it's 10 milligrams of zinc citrate. That's a Krebs cycle salt form, which means it's taken right into the body's energy production system, and it can be immediately recognized and utilized. It's not some elemental form of zinc. Now, it's a trace element. Zinc is a trace element that influences cell metabolism through a variety of mechanisms and appears to play an integral role in maintaining normal ocular function. And it is just, it's a known thing. This is not some mystery. In fact, zinc is present in high concentrations in ocular tissue, particularly in the retina and the choroid. In going beyond that, zinc deficiency has been shown in a number of species to result in a variety of gross, ultrastructural, and electrophysiologic ocular manifestations. What this means is not just in humans, but in a variety of species of animals, zinc has been shown to be really, really important to eye health. And this can include just plain old structural eye health. You need zinc. Physiological functions for zinc have been studied predominantly in the retina and the retinal pigment epithelium, where zinc is believed to interact with taurine, the other ingredient we include, and vitamin A. Zinc interacts with things like taurine, vitamin A. It's playing really important roles as with synaptic transmission, which is like your eye-brain connection. It's regulating different types of light reactions in different parts of the eye. And it's plain acting as an antioxidant in its own right. Can you imagine if you had all the other ingredients in this eye and vision formula, but you didn't have enough zinc in the eye, and you weren't getting it? It would hamper the eye's ability to do what it needs to do and to become truly healthy. Now, we also include 100 micrograms of selenium in the form of L-selenomethionine, which is a very absorbable form and is very well recognized in the body. Scientific studies have shown that it's protecting the cell membranes from free radical damage, decreasing that risk of macular degeneration, cataracts, and glaucoma. So again, it's something you kind of have to include. I might add that selenium is also just a general important mineral for the entire body. It's a trace mineral. It has very significant antioxidant actions, and it is also known to work with glutathione to support eye health as well as health throughout the entire body. So glutathione is going to be made in the body. It's going to be aided in its creation by the Alpha-Lipoic Acid that I talked about earlier that's in the formula. Once you have that glutathione, it's really important to have that mineral selenium, so they work together to create optimal antioxidant activity throughout the body and eye. And in this case, selenium especially targets the eye So it's an iEnvision formula. You got to have some selenium. We give you 100 micrograms. It's really important to have, and you really wouldn't want to not have it. Now, the final ingredient I'd like to talk about is Bioperine. This is a black pepper extract that helps enhance the absorption of all the ingredients in the product. So those 10 milligrams could potentially boost the effectiveness and the absorption of all the ingredients by 30 to 60%. This has been proven, and we in fact use Bioperine in a number of our products for this very reason, especially these synergistic formulas, which most of our formulas actually are. But you can see that there's not like 3 ingredients in this, but there's not 50 either. There's like 10. And so this Bioperine, being one of those ingredients, is going to sort of tie it all together, bring the absorption levels up higher than they might otherwise be, and sort of boost the product's efficiency, absorption, and effectiveness. And as long as you're paying for the product, it might as well be effective, and it would be effective anyway, but why not blow out the effectiveness? Why not jack it up with the addition of 10 milligrams of this patented black pepper fruit extract, Bioperine, and make it all come together? That's the definition of synergy, and so that's why we include the Bioperine black pepper fruit extract. Thank you for listening to my video on iEnvision formula developed by my father, Dr. Hank Liers. You can check out all of our videos on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. You can give it a thumbs up. You can hit the button for notifications. You can also go to our website, www.integratedhealth.com, where you can buy iEnvision formula and get all the foundational supplements and 50 other products and superfoods. We have a blog you can check out. We have all kinds of articles on there, including some really great ones on iEnvision. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.